about the club, it's about the name and the badge. It's
Mm.
not about these individuals. One thing you're still forgetting is Arbeloa is someone that has been a Real Madrid player in and out. Like he started at the youth academy, he went out, played for Liverpool, came back, he was brought back into the club. He has been under the greatest managers, under Mourinho, under Ancelotti, won the Champions League as a player. He's been the youth team coach from the juvenile, from under 14.
Yeah.
He moved down to under 19. He won the Champions League with the youth team. They won La Liga and Copa del Rey, going unbeaten in the entire season. And most of these kids that you're
Mm.
seeing for Real Madrid playing now, like the likes of Thiago Pitach, Palacios, Mami,
Yeah.
Manuel Angel, these are all players that he has been, like they've all grown in ranks with him. So it's about a coach that even understands what it means to represent Real Madrid, right? That's why sometimes you see like Arbeloa in the after the first leg against City, he said Valverde, is this brings he has the spirit of Juanito. These
Mm.
are Real Madrid legends that when you mention them, people who have been Real Madrid fans understand what it means, for him to be putting Valverde with the likes of Juanito, right? Then during the weekend, the game was around 50 something minutes, Real Madrid leading 2-0. He had the confidence and the balls to make four subs and bring in four youth team academy players. And
Yeah.
guess what? They were all fantastic when they came on. They all performed, like they were all exceptional in the way they performed. And one of them ended up like having an assist for what's his name? The right winger, Yanis
Mm.
created an assist, got an assist for Dean Huijsen. And after the game, what did Arbeloa say again? He said um, Sanchez, which is the director of Real Madrid, will be proud because these are people that they all went through the academy, became legends, and now are representing the club. So that's why I'm like, he actually understands what it means, to represent Real Madrid. Even I would say more than Alonso, in
Mm.
certain ways.
I was going to
Yeah.
ask you that. Why?
Yeah.
Is it because he had the chance of being a youth coach?
No, like I would say he has embodied what it actually means to be Real Madridista. He has actually been within the club for at least 3, 4 years now. So he actually understands what it means to be a Madridismo.
Mm.
Whereas Xabi Alonso has, he's been a Madridista. He went to Bayern and he has had this flair and, love and
He's
yeah,
been
with
influenced.
influenced exactly by Pep Guardiola and having all of that style of play, because this was what one of the things we kept mentioning about Madrid, right? Him having issues with Vinicius Junior was down to him being too tactical, right? And I've said it that these players understand they are professionals. They don't need to be micromanaged, right? They know what it means, what they need to do. I don't know if you saw the video, the interview Bale had, when he clearly said that Zidane
Didn't do
didn't really
anything.
do much.
Yeah.
It's not that he didn't do anything. I don't want it to sound like that. He said he didn't do much, right? But him saying he didn't do much is because Zidane understood his role as a manager. He was there to manage the superstars. But guess what? Even Bill saying this, right? But
Mm.
I want to remind you that Real Madrid fielded the same starting 11 in the Champions League final in 2017 and 2018.
Hmm.
So Zidane understood what his team needed. He had Isco behind Benzema and Ronaldo.
Obviously, from everything you have said, it's clear that you've given Arbeloa the go ahead. You actually want him to remain the manager of Real Madrid.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because when you look at a player like Vinicius Junior with the way he was performing under Xabi Alonso, and this is someone we're talking about that in his entire career,
Yeah.
since he started playing in the Champions League, I don't know if you're aware, but Vinicius Junior has failed to record a goal or assist in the knockout rounds in only 2 matches. The 4-0 defeat against City 3 years ago and the match against Arsenal.
Say that one again. Say it again.
Factual
No,
stats.
say.
Vinicius Junior has failed to record a goal or assist in a
Mm-hmm.
knockout game in only 2 matches since he became a Real Madrid player. And that was the 4-0 defeat against City when they
And
went on to win the trophy.
and
And we all know, yeah, the defeat
and
against Arsenal.
oh. I like that
uh,
part. Well, clearly a lot of things have changed, and the way Real Madrid play at their best, they don't really have a style of play. They play to win.
Yep.
By any means possible, they win. And that's what this Arbeloa does. I think we'll see more of him from next season. And one positive thing I would say is having Arbeloa in Real Madrid would help them financially. He's bringing out a
Okay.
lot of young players that might possibly remain in the team as squad players or even starters,
I would want to
or
see Mami.
players who you would sell and
I'd
make some
want to
good money.
see Mami Manuel Angel. I want to see him in the first team. He's actually giving me Modric vibes. I know
Mm.
it's too early to tell, but I love his composure. In the weekend, he did something. He had a ball that he made a tackle in the 18 yard, and he was still composed enough to look up and give a pass. In the 15 or 20 minutes he had today, he was also very brilliant. And another key thing with Abelua is that, like having a coach like Abelua,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
He understands being a Madridismo, that spirit of Madridismo.
Mm.
So the same way from the beginning when he came in, he started hyping Vinny. He started saying they need to give him the ball more. They need to give him the ball often because Vinicius Junior is the danger man for Real Madrid. He's never shy
Quick
to
question.
push.
Quick question,
Yeah.
Andy. I just sorry to interrupt you there. Who do you think is the most important player, or who do you think is more important to Real Madrid between Mbappe and Vini?
So I'll say this. When Vinicius is in form, Real Madrid as a team is in form. But when Mbappe is in form, sometimes we might not be informed like as a team. It might just be the one scoring. But every single match where you see Vinny score assists, you actually see Real Madrid winning those matches. So I'm not saying that Vinny is more important than Kylian Mbappe, but I would say this, it has been his team for a while. Mbappe coming was supposed to actually be, like an advantage for the team. A better finisher. Like he could get into spaces where he could take better shots. Like he's a
Yeah,
better finisher. And Vinny is a very good. Like he's good at creating chances because hey, people don't know this, but I'll tell you another stat again.
let's go. Yeah.
The past 5 seasons in UEFA Champions League. Vinicius Junior has 51 goals and assists. Kylian Mbappe has 50. And
Hmm.
you know it that most of the ones that Kylian Mbappe has are goals.
Hmm.
But Vinicius Junior scores goals and scores and creates and has assists,
So there
like
you
creates
have
a
it
lot of
then. You've
assists.
given me the answer already, even if you don't want to spell it out.
Yeah.
Vini to you is more important, and you're very happy with the way Arbeloa is taking charge and how he's giving Vini the freedom